So the Bible says in Genesis 1:26, God made us in his image and likeness. And according to his likeness, he said, let them have dominion, that you should rule. So every man, woman, you have the nature of leader in you. That leadership ability is imparted in you by God Almighty. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Leadership of any group or organization will determine its success or failure. And if you read the Bible, you'll see that in ancient Israel, when they had good leaders, the people rejoiced. When they had bad leaders, the people cried. The Bible teaches that without a vision, the people perish. So tonight, we are expecting to hear the vision for the president-elect and his team. When God wanted to raise up a nation for himself, he called a leader called Abraham. When God wanted to deliver the children of Israel from 430 years of bondage out of the land of Egypt, he called a leader called Moses. And when Moses died, God raised another leader to lead his children into the promised land. He raised Joshua. So when you look at history, every time God wanted to do something great, he calls a leader to step forward. And today, God is still calling leaders to step forward, to be at the service of mankind. So when you read Matthew 20, verse 25 to 28, Jesus taught about leadership. Jesus defined leadership as service to mankind, service to humanity. The Bible says the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and give his life as a ransom for all of us. Amen?
Amen.
So to the outgoing president and his team, I say congratulations to an outstanding job to the service of the club and the community. And to the incoming president and his team, I say you go do likewise, be service to your people. And now, may you lift up your hands. May the Lord bless you all and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you, be gracious to you, and grant you wisdom and favor to accomplish your mandate in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Pastor, for the word of encouragement. And I think you just put on the point that leadership is the key to the success of this organization. Before we proceed, it's very important that we understand that today is a special day. It's a day that we all here to raise the bread, the work that the outgoing administration has done, and also blessing the new administration that is coming in to do the good work for this club. Things that I want us to just note is that during this process, ladies and gentlemen, I really ask that everybody make sure that they mute the microphones when they are not talking, and you only put it on when you're talking. In that way, it won't interfere with somebody when it won't interfere when somebody is making a speech or when the music is playing. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a little surprise, and we didn't put it. We just say music. We didn't put it on the agenda. We have an invited guest tonight, and I would like our committee secretary to introduce them. Luis, over to you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me to introduce to you a very important guest tonight. the Tajans tune. These are fantastic kids. They are well known nationally. They are known internationally. They've been playing in many occasions. So we thought it was good we bring them here tonight, at least to inspire our new ESCO that is coming up, that will be running for the next coming years. So we'll be calling on them. They have some songs for us. They also have a YouTube website that I'll be posting here. You can subscribe if you like what you're going to see. And you can also support them in one way or the other. They are young kids. They are kids in the community, and they need our support so as to grow. They have instruments that they purchase. They have music classes that they attend. So all the support is going to come from us. So I will call these kids up. They will best introduce themselves, and they will tell you what they will be presenting to us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Tajan skit.
Let's put our hands together for them, please. Let's put our hands together for them. Very important. Put your hands together for the Taja skit, please.
Hello? Can you
Hello.
guys?
Hi. Yeah, go ahead. The mic is yours.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, uncles. We are so honored to be here this evening to present for you guys. For those of you who don't know us, we are the Tajas Tunes, a group of siblings that love to play music and to inspire other kids. My name is Megan, and I play violin and piano, and my brother Sean.
My name is Sean, and I play saxophone and flute.
This evening, we'll be presenting a numerous amount of pieces for you guys to enjoy. Before we start with any other song we're going to play, we would always start with our signature piece, To God Be the Glory. The reason why we start with To God Be the Glory because God deserves all the glory because he's been so good and great to all of us, and we should put God first in everything that we do. And we thank God because he's kept us alive, all of us, and even some people in the Cameroonian community have gotten sick. Not one single person has passed away. So we thank God and we're thankful for that. And even for this soccer community, Day Zero, we're thankful that God brought you all together. And my prayer is that God keeps you guys and he guides you as you're playing on the field. And please don't forget to keep God first in everything you do. Even if you're about to play a game, just hold hands. And even if it's 1 minute of prayer, pray to God and ask him that he should guide you while you're playing your soccer match. And no one should get injured. So we're going to start with our first song, To God Be the Glory.
Okay. Wow, that was amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for these kids.
Yeah, good job,
That
man. Good
was
job.
amazing. Make some noise. Thank you, the
Bravo.
Taja kids. We're still expecting more. They still have another song they want to present to us this evening. I think they still have the second song. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep our seats warm while waiting to hear from the Tajan's kids. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Taja tune, like uh, like Luis has mentioned earlier, they have a YouTube link we just posted here below. Please try to subscribe to the link and like them on YouTube. Probably if you have anything for them, I think Luis will be posting an email, e-transfer email here that you can probably drop something that's gonna help them. That's gonna motivate them as well. They're little young kids growing up, and they have a lot of talent. And the only way we can support them as parents is to motivate them. Okay. Do they have a next song coming up?
Yeah, I think they have another song coming up.
So the next
Are you guys
Okay.
ready?
yeah, the next song my brother will be playing is All of Me.
Are you ready for the next song?
Yes. The next song my brother will be playing is All of Me by John Legend.
Perfect. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, the floor is yours.
Wow, make some noise, guys. That was fantastic. That was amazing. Thank you, Megan and Sean, for kicking us directly into the party. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As we earlier said, these kids need our support. They've been doing amazing job in the community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's dig into our pockets and help these kids. Right now, I'll be sending their email on this forum. It's just voluntary. It's not like we are asking you, just give what you think you can give to support these kids. Thank you, Sean, and thank you, Megan. Mr. Chairman, we can move on to the next item on the list while we're waiting. Sean and Megan will be coming up next. They still have a lot in stock for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Committee Secretary. The next on our program is we need to hear from the outgoing president. Is President Ajang here? That if you're here, now the mic is yours. President Ajang, Peter. Thank you.
If he's here, or a representative might be here. We just want to hear from someone.
For some reasons, the president is not around right now. We can just give him a few minutes. He will be available.
Okay. While we wait, so we're going to continue with music while you call him and let him know what time he's going to be there. He's supposed to be here at 8 o'clock. So please call him. Let us know. Thank you.
You are listening to DJ Judex
While we listen to music, ladies and gentlemen, just grab a drink and relax. Sit back and relax. Just so you know, you're live on YouTube. Please share the link. You're live on YouTube. Okay, Mr. Terence, any word from the president when he is going to be here before we proceed to our next program?
And he says he's on his way. He was here and he just left for a few things, a few logistic things. So he will be right back very soon.
Okay. Luis, if you can check with the Taja Twins if they're ready for another piece of music, maybe we can listen to them again.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will
that's
do just that.
Taja Tunes, whenever you're ready, the floor is yours. If you need a couple of minutes, it's all good. You guys can go ahead. The Taja's tune. The floor is yours.
Wow, a hand of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to this kid. That was classical. That was music for the president. We usually say classical music. Thank you, Megan.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you for that piece. Ladies and gentlemen, I just post their email on the forum. You can support them in one way or the other. Thank you. If you have anything, you support the kids. Megan and Sean, the floor is still open. You can keep on with whatever thing you have for us this evening. Thank you.
Just to add that email for the e-transfer, it needs a password. If you want to put a password, please just put Taja. It's not automatic deposit. That address seems to that email is I think is you need to just put when you're sending an e-transfer, just put Taja, TAJA, as a password. That will be easier for them. Thank you.
All lowercase, Taja, all lowercase.
So the next song that Sean is going to play on his saxophone is La Bamba.
Wow, make some noise, guys. Thank you, Sean. That was well done. That was good music. That was inspiring.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we give a hand of applause to these kids?
Next on the program is going to be a word of thanks to the outgoing executive. Now that if the president is here, we will probably let him talk. But if he's not here, we're going to move ahead and proceed with the program. If you have anything, Mr. Secretary, Committee Secretary, you want to add anything on that?
Well, like I said, if there's a representative from maybe the old executive, the outgoing executive, if they want to talk on behalf of the president, then they can go ahead. If not, we pull along with the program. We can skip that.
Yeah, he just want to connect in, he's going to talk.
Okay. Let's give him some time. I know time is money. Time is money, but let's give him some time. He has been doing a tremendous job for the past years, and he's still doing a lot for those zero. So he's still our president. We have to wait for him.
We have to wait for him, but he was supposed to be at 8 o'clock. So I would think I differ from that. Anyways, we're going to continue our program.
Be flexible.
David Adelkel. On se relève tous des charlatans, aucun ne vous donnera mon bonheur. Vous n'aurez pas ma facture. Vous mentez les gens qui vous accusent sans raison. La vengeance, c'est le reste de Dieu.
Mario, are too serious? Nakonde.
I don't know.
Can we hear from the president? Or is still connecting?
He's still connecting. He's not ready.
Okay, we're gonna proceed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna proceed with the program. Next on our program is a word of thanks to the outgoing executive on the behalf of the electoral committee. We want to thank the outgoing executive for the tremendous job they've done, the sacrifice they've done in running this club. Nobody gets paid for doing it.
Unmute the president. Unmute the president.
He's on?
Yeah, he's on. Unmute him.
Okay, guys. It's my pleasure.
He has no audio. He has no audio. He's not mute. He has no audio. He's using his phone. He has no audio.
Okay, let me stop. Let me stop the call. I'll send it. Are you going now? Right. Can you hear me?
President Peter Ajang, are you there?
Just give him some minute.
No, he's locked in, but he has no audio. There's no audio.
He
Look on
might
his
be
profile.
mute. Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mike, can you call me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Maybe better. It'll be good.
I hear you 3 and 5.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Sorry, I'm just a little bit. Take your time. Take your time.
No, you're breaking out. So you probably need to check again. 3 out of 5.
My phone is not connecting.
Auto mute your phone, please.
Somebody's on. Put off. Yes. Who's on? Somebody's on. Somebody microphone is on. Somebody's phone. Somebody's phone is on.
Otto, you have to mute.
Are we connected?
Yeah. Somebody's still on. Nobody there on there.
Okay. Peter, you can use, if you with Otto, you can use Otto's phone. I will remove you and you can use Otto's phone, please.
Yeah, I'm connected with Otto's phone.
Okay, I'll remove you then.
Okay.
Go ahead. Say your case too close.
Oh, maybe.
Don't remove you. Is it talk?
If only
talk.
Zoom again.
I'll Zoom again.
Talk more here.
Are we on now, Chairman?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. I was just saying I'm sorry for the late start. Please accept my apologies. First of all, I want to thank you for a great job well done. The Secretary General, thank you for a job well done. I'll read over.
We can't hear you. We just lost him.
You go on. Use my phone. Use my phone. This thing, eh?
Talk on my phone.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. But the video is not even on.
Put the video on.
Today, May 15 marks another important date and event in the history of our club. Today crowns the day we will all be faced with a new administration. Before I go ahead to read out my brief message, please permit me use this opportunity to express my heartfelt appreciation first to the bylaw committee for sowing the seed for the new phase of our club. Secondly, the electoral committee for piloting the final landing for our new crew of administrators. Again, permit me credit a few names which I want to owe credit for a job well done. Mr. J. Anyi, Maingwa, Ngole Greg, Coach Otto, Coach Herbert, for the extra auxiliary service rendered to keep the zero spirit and our values and club effort during this hard pandemic period. Now, permit me draw my inspiration from the words of late Chinua Achebe, who I admired so much. In quote, when the car ahead of the pack loses a sense of direction, the rest of the herd will never get to the grazing field. Again, when the car ahead of the pack loses a sense of direction, the rest of the herd will never get to the grazing field. It is in this light I want to officially thank the General Assembly for trusting in me as a car head over the past years. You guys entrusted Desiree in the capacity as a president of the club for over 6 years. And without missing words today, I am proud and blended with remarkable legacy that Desiree is up to where I wish it could be. I believe our club is on the grazing land. Therefore, I am officially at this moment, at this hour, endorsing my total wishes and blessings to the new cowhead, Mr. Terence Sakwe Ekati Boy, to continue the legacy of our club. I am questioning Mr. Terrence's capacity to do this and recommending that he focus on the side of my wrongs and ensure a long-lasting solution to all my wrongs. I plead that, as you all did for me and my outgoing ESCO, let the support be a double fold for the new ESCO under the leadership of Mr. Sakwe. Mr. President-elect, I want to endorse my confidence and my total trust to you first, having served in the capacity of Secretary General in my region for over 2 years. I saw the efforts, I saw the curiosity, and I measure your result. Therefore, I plead and I cry that you take day zero to another greater height. And I wish that as I'm ending my reign as Day Zero president for the last 6 years, the legacy of Day Zero will never be dropped. Long live our club. Long live Canada. Let love and peace reign forever. Thank you all.
Le président, il a parlé, il a bien parlé,
il a bien parlé. Et parle toujours bien.
Thank you very much, President Ajahn. When you become a president, your name would always remain the president. So we will still continue to call you President Ajahn. Thank you for your good work and thank you for your leadership. Thank you for growing this club. I want to thank every single member of the EXCO for the great job they have done for this club, and we are hoping that this new administration is going to take this club to a different level. Now we do have some senior members in this group, and we'll want to probably call on Tanyi and Mike to give a word or two. Tanyi, if you're ready, your microphone is yours.
Good evening, everybody. It is really my pleasure to witness this day when the baton of command is being moved from the old administration to the new. I'm really proud to have been part of this long journey. It has really had some challenges, which together as a team, we all work together to make sure that things were resolved. And today, a new administration is taking off. I just want to encourage the new team to let them know that this is, you're definitely going to face some challenges. And a good administration is not an administration that is not going to have some problems. We're going to face these problems, but what is most important is how we manage the problems. So don't take some of these problems personal. We have people in the team of all capacities, different ideologies. So we're going to have conflicts. Let's not shy away from these conflicts. Let's give our ear to every side. And of course, this is the only way we're going to move forward as a team. So I just like to throw my own few words to welcome the new guys that are coming in. And that as the gray guys in the team, we're going to give our total support. So I'll now pass the baton to my brother, my friend, Grand Sabum. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Grand Event. Thank you very much for those words of advice and motivation. So we have another one of our senior member here who joined the club, I think, a year ago. We'd love to hear from Michael Sabum. If you're ready, sir, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen. I know we have ladies in the house, but I've not seen them today. So we are really grateful today to be sending out the whole team. I just want to tell them congratulations. It was not easy. I saw it all, and I saw the effort they tried to put together to keep the club and to keep the flame, burning. I want to say congratulations. And to the new coming, that is the new executive, I just want to seize this opportunity once more to say congratulations for your election and for your victory. And just to say, we are all behind you. If you see us here today, it is not because of one thing, it's because of the love of a society, the love of being together, and the love of coming together. Because, as they say, when the single broom, you hold it, you break it easily. And when we tie a bundle, you cannot break a bundle. So there is nobody who is an island. We are all together in this thing. I just want to say we had a lot of loopholes. We had a lot of difficulties that I saw, and I actually at times I usually came in to try to support, to try to give my own ideas on many things. Some people took it, some people never even responded on it. I just want to say we should always try to support whoever has an idea and whoever is saying something that is going to help the club. We should stop quarreling. The new team should try to unite us all together, and we should support each other to grow in all other aspects in life. In Pidgin, there's a Pidgin saying that fly away and land on top canals the neck and small. What do I mean by this? If your brother does something wrong, please use the most subtle way to solve that problem. Take it to the president. Mr. President, Mr. Sakwe, you have us. Those of us with gray hairs. We are there for you. We are your advisor. We have tremendous experience when it comes to issues when it concerns veterans. We are there for you, and we will always support you. I propose to you that they should form the Tabukwifo, that is, which is Tabukwifo is the Council of the Wise, which some few old men in the house and the outgoing president, who usually the club usually bring things for them to solve. Mr. President, we are there for you. If you feel deemed to bring us in the limelight, we are there for you. Thank you very much. Long live Deux.
Thank you, Grand Mike, Mr. Sabum. As we all know, the job of the executive of Deux is not a paying job. It's just for people to practice good citizenship in supporting the community. So this is something that we need to really appreciate the effort of the outgoing executive, and also for us to stand behind those that are coming in as the new administration. It's not about them, because we all know that good followers will make good leaders. If we are bad followers, it means that we are setting them up for failure. So the only thing we can do is to work with them, support them, and at the same time, treating them with respect and also holding them accountable. We voted them into the new office so they can serve this club. They are working with us, not working for us. That's something that we need to really understand. So without further ado, I will call on the Taja tunes to give us another tune before we move on to another program. If you guys are ready, please, the floor is yours. Thank you. The Taja tune, you guys are ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. The floor is yours.
The next song I'll be playing on my violin is Despacito.
Thank you very much, the Taja Tunes, Megan, for the beautiful piece. Do you have one more song?
Yes, we have
One more song. Okay, go ahead when you're ready.
See you again.
Please mute your microphones, please.
Sean will be playing See You Again by Charlie Puth and Wiz Khalifa on a saxophone.
This is the checkers game where grandson and granddad.
Wow, that was so cool. That was fantastic. Thank you, Sean and Megan. You guys have been doing a tremendous job. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman. I don't know, the kids, maybe they still have something for us. Sean, you still want to present something before we move on?
Yeah. Yeah, let him go ahead. That's go ahead, Sean.
One more song to play. They're playing What a Beautiful Name.
Thank you. Okay, see the email below. Support the Tajas tune to motivate them by just anything will help.
Mike, just a quick proposal. Can you send that email to the forum too?
To the general
The
forum?
email is sent to the forum through the chat. Or you mean the WhatsApp forum?
Yeah, send to one was for the forum. Yeah, maybe
because
easier.
when we end the meeting, it will not be available. So if you could just send it to the forum too.
Okay, to the
Okay.
WhatsApp. Okay, we'll do that. They also have a YouTube channel. You can also subscribe if you want to enjoy more of their songs.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead, Sean.
We're going to play What a Beautiful Name.
Wow. Put your hands together for some, ladies and gentlemen.
Make some noise for the kids, guys.
That was a beautiful piece. Thank you, the Tajas tune. Next on our program, I want to pass the ball over to you, the committee secretary. Is going to be the introduction of the new ESCO. So take it away, Luis.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. We are moving on to the next phase of our program, the introduction of the new ESCO. How we're going to do this, guys, is I don't know if everybody is present, because from what I'm seeing, it's massive. Some posts are absent, like people like the VP. I haven't seen the VP.
Just move ahead. Just go ahead. Yeah, please.
Okay. So what I would do is I'm gonna read some of the responsibilities, and all you will do is just to, if you abide, you just have to say, yes, I will. So we'll start with the team coach. Is the team coach in the house, please?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Otto has been elected as our new team coach. So for you, Mr. Otto, your responsibility are to plan and supervise training sessions to develop general fitness and specific soccer skills, lead practices to help players improve their performances, strategize on players' position, develop an on-field strategy, make calls and substitute during games, help players stay fit. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability? If yes, you say, yes, I will. Mr. Otto, are you there?
Yes, I will try.
Okay. Having accepted this position, you are now the team coach of Deux.
Let's clap. Let's welcome our new team coach, Mr. Otto, ladies and gentlemen.
Directeur technique.
Okay. Our next position is the discipline master, Mr. Ernest Weah. Is Mr. Weah in the house, please? Hello, is Mr. Weah in the house?
Where I just stepped out, he'll be here in a few minutes.
Okay. Can you move on, please? Yeah, we're running behind time. Let's go.
Mr. Nelson, is Mr. Nelson in the house? We move on to the socials, please.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hereby present to you our new social secretary, Mr. Nelson. So to you, Mr. Nelson, your responsibility for the club, you are responsible for the club property management, social gatherings, meeting rooms preparation, hospitality. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability? If you are by, you tell me, yes, I will. To the club, yes, I will. That's all I want from you. You are mute, Nelson.
Yes, I will.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, having been accepted to this position, let's clap for Mr. Nelson. Mr.
Welcome, Nelson. Yeah. Okay, congratulations.
We move to the treasurer. Is the treasurer in, Mr. JJ Eleke?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Mr. JJ Eleke, you are responsible for the club financial policies, procedures, and controls. You will receive and disburse, with the approval of this club, all club funds, all financial obligations of this club as they come due, and keep an accurate account of all transactions. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our new treasurer. Okay. Secretary. Oh, sorry, I skipped the secretary for some reason.
Where is
Mr.
around
Leonard.
now? So if you have time for him.
Is Mr. Leonard in?
Yeah, I'm present. Thank you.
Okay, welcome,
Yeah.
Mr. Leonard. Mr.
Yeah.
Leonard, as the secretary, you are responsible for club records and correspondence. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability?
I will. God be my helper.
Let's clap
Let's
for our
welcome
new
Leonard,
treasurer.
our secretary. Thank you.
Is the vice president in, please? We don't have the vice president.
Then
Wait, start again. Good.
Is the vice president there? It's Madam
Mr.
Tuesday.
Secretary, I just got to confirm checks from the vice president. She's not in town.
Okay. So we
Okay.
can move to the press.
So for the president, it's gonna be he's gonna take an oath. So I will take the ball. I will take the ball from you. So Mr. President, I am going to just put on for you to read.
Where is around? Can you finish
Where is Aaron?
forward?
Okay,
The discipline master. Where is now? Okay, yeah. Let's go where.
Okay, discipline master, Mr. Weah. Is Mr. Weah in the house? Okay, Weah. You are
Yes, sir.
responsible for dictating and examining some behavioral problems among members. Can you mute? Okay, you are responsible for dictating and examining some behavioral problems among members. Meeting with misbehaving members and clarifying negative effects of bad behaviors on their lives. Promoting good behaviors among members and rewarding those with good conduct. Taking suitable action towards members' misconduct. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability? Say yes, I will, if you are part.
Yes, sir, I will. God be my helper.
Yeah. Let's welcome our new discipline master, Mr. Weah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Luis. So I'm just gonna share my screen here. So now we need the president to stand up and take oath of office. You need to stand up. Okay. We need the president to stand up, Sakwe, to stand up and take oath of office. Is he there?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm standing up.
Okay, perfect. So you repeat after me. I, Terence Sakwe,
I, Terence Sakwe,
I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of the president of Deux Football Club of Edmonton.
I will faithfully execute the function of president of Deux Football Club of Edmonton.
And I will do, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve,
I will do to the best of my ability, preserve,
protect, and defend the Constitution of Deux.
The Constitution of Deux.
Thank you very much. You are now the club president. Everybody welcome President Sakwe Terence, T-Boy. Congratulations. Now is the time of popping the champagne. If you have a champagne, take it out. Let's celebrate. It's the floor is just there. Let's make some noise. It is music. Let's enjoy. Take out your drinks, everybody. Take out your drinks. Let's cheers.
On behalf of Deux Football Club, for those who are watching me online,
it's coming. Let's first get a toast, and then your speech is coming, Mr. President. We just want to make sure people get excited, and then after that, we'll leave the floor for you to give your speech. So, want people to just relax now for
members of the former executive and As an assumption of authority, I'm opening the champagne on behalf of everybody in Deux, that we shall open a new chapter in the club history. Thank you to Mr. Ajang of very delicate and calculated rule of the club. So let's open the champagne and drink for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, President Sakuya. If your speech is ready, we would love to hear from you. Now is your time to talk to your people. Take it away.
Le président. Le président.
Le président,
Il va parler.
il va
Il va
parler.
parler.
Qu'est-ce qu'il va dire?
On ne sait
Crazy,
pas.
crazy, 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 crazy.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a great day for our club. It's not every day that we see a peaceful transition of power in the history of our being. I thank President Ajang Peter. He has been my mentor in Day Zero. He has taught me humility and calmness in dealing with Day Zero issues. I've learned a lot from him that words cannot explain. I will always pray that he stay around to give me guidance and advice as I move to this very difficult task of managing this club. We have a club of different communities, diversities, a lot of different people. Most especially, I want to thank the electoral committee. This is an extraordinary job of volunteerism. They volunteer their time. They've organized an election comparable to none. We are all Day Zero members, and I'll shock you guys to know that everybody in the community is following this election, and they are very, very proud on the pace we have set in this community. To my outgoing team, which I served as Secretary General for a couple of years, I want to say thank you. I have all of them here, most of them, if not all. Thank you to Herbert for handling the financial issue of this club. Thank you to Armand for doing a great job. Thank you to Otto for assuming the position of coach, even after hesitancy. And he has done a tremendous job. And for the first time in our club history, we've never lost under him with Calgary, which is an achievement. While drawing games has been our limit with Calgary, I believe that this new ESCO will take us to winning games, not only drawing games. So Coach Eto, I pray that the team you're going to build, your assistant coaches, will be working towards that particular aim. To the new ESCO members, I want to thank the vibrant and young community of members that we have in this club. Some of them is their first time of holding a post of responsibility in a club of this magnitude of about 70 members. And this is a position that will either make or break them. You have to support them, give them your advice, don't criticize them too much, criticize them constructively, so that they can learn, and we are going to move Day Zero to the next chapter. For 2021-2022, I have a vision of the club. The vision of the club, the first thing we need to do, and I've set up very smart goals for this club, and I hope that we are going to achieve all these goals before 2023 summer. That is the goals that I want to place on you, the General Assembly, to judge us on. There has been a very peaceful transition from the old ESCO to the new ESCO. The treasurer has assumed full function. He's now current on what is going on. We are working with the financial secretary to be current as well. The secretary general will be current since we have electronic documents that we have to send to him. And every other position, we are welcoming our young and vibrant Mr. Nelson, who is going to take these clubs to an extra level of Generation Y activities. The new generation is going to put us very high on our platforms on social media, and every nooks and crannies of this world we know that there is a club in Edmonton that is welcoming to everyone. For my vision 2020 to 2021, I have the following as tasks. The first task I have, stepping into a very difficult shoes of this club and someone who has been behind the scene, is the change of name. The change of name, I like to put specifics on my task. The change of name should be completed by the end and at the latest early June. So this therefore means that next week we shall be called upon, or if possible, we shall be called upon in a General Assembly meeting to decide on the modalities and suggestions of new names for this club. After the change of name, in July, we'll be focusing on jerseys for the club. So once we have a new name, we are moving towards getting a befitting jersey for this club. The last jersey we have was donated by our humble sponsor and chairman of this committee, Mr. Mike. And and everybody in this forum will agree with me that the jerseys have lived their time. It's time to move on. So the coaches, the discipline master, together with Weah and the rest, will find some members of the General Assembly and the Vice President. We are going to form up a committee that will look after a new jersey for this club. The modalities of the new jerseys will be worked out by the committee and will be shared by everyone in this forum. But just as a tips of the iceberg, what I think is going to happen in the jerseys is Day Zero is going to acquire jerseys for the club after a careful selection of the best quality possible in the market, state of the art. And for those members who want customized jerseys, we'll have an opportunity for that the committee is going to outline. After the jerseys, we are now in lockdown. We are in a pandemic. We should not forget that, which I will encourage every member of Day Zero, forget about the conspiracy theory you might be reading in your private corners, to go get a vaccine. I, as the president of your club, who is responsible for the directive of this club for the next 2 years, I've got my first shot of Madonna, and I'm waiting for the second shot. Vaccine is now open for everybody, and the best way we can interact and reunite as friends and lovers of fun and soccer is to get a vaccine. Every member of Day Zero at this point, I believe, is eligible for a vaccine. I will encourage you to go get a vaccine for yourself. It helps, it protects, and it's a game changer for this pandemic. In the month of June, after the lockdown, as we understand, is going to take 3 weeks, we'll have a full month of June for practice. The coaches are going to take care of our practice for the full month of June. We will not love to have any interruptions so that we can give every member of Day Zero a chance to work out and gain some energy, because some of us bank on the summer to reduce our belly. So I'm one of those who are particularly affected by this lockdown, because I don't like doing private gym in my home. I like to socialize with my friends. In the month of July of 2020, the next thing we have, or I have as a vision of this club, we have the North and South tournament, which will be termed the President's Cup. This cup will have a cash prize of $500, and this will be the best of 5 games. So which simply means that the coach are going to elaborate more on that. But we will have best of 5 games, which will be the President Cups that will involve members of Day Zero. And if possible, maybe the coaches, Mr. Otto will look at it later on to add maybe at least 3 eligible members who are not currently members of Day Zero, just for the simple reason that we have given opportunities for those who want to join Day Zero to see the sweetness of the club to be able to become a member. So the coaches will work, the coaches and his committee will work on that. The coach has told me privately that he's working on a team, and not too long from now, he's going to announce his team of assistant coaches that he would like to work with. So the best of 5 games is going to come. As Day Zero, we have been hearing about raising funds. Raising funds. How can we get funds? How can we get grants? But like the old saying says, charity begins at home. I have a few suggestions that I would like to put it in my vision for 2021, 2020, 2021, 2022. During the North and South game, it's my humble suggestion to the coaches that, and the discipline master who is here with me right now, Mr. Weyer, they will work on implementing this suggestion of mine. This suggestion of mine simply means that during the best of 5 games, as charity begins at home, every yellow card of this particular game is going to cost a minimum of $15. Every red card of this particular game is going to cost a minimum of $25. And this $25 will be deducted from the $500 of the cash prize. So which simply means that if you win or lose, you have either the loser has $100 or the winner has something that the coach is going to decide, not me. And we will do our best as your ESCO to get EDA approved referees to coordinate and referee these matches. And I'm suggesting with the coaches that any late coming, the coach is going to establish a time that at least 11 players should be training for the game. And if we don't have 11 players at that particular moment, then the team is charged $20. So at the end of the day, we have to be responsible and we have to use our attitudes to create funds for our club, because charity begins at home before we start looking outside. So the coaches are going to work with the discipline committee, Mr. Weah, Mr. Ernest Archer, and they're going to come out, they're going to tweak all, maybe they will tweak all what I've said a little bit, but they will come out with something that is acceptable and they will present it to the club. This is going to happen in the month of July. So we have 5 weeks in the month of July that every Saturday we'll have 4 days of training, the 2 days of training, and every Saturday we'll have our normal North and South game, the best of 5, which simply means that the best 3 results take the cup. I'm working towards inviting some of our guest senior members of this community to join us on the final day so that they can hand us medals and prizes that will be allocated as described by the coaches. In the same vein, we are in a pandemic situation. We know that we cannot organize any activities for our kids. So for this year, 2021, there will be nothing for our kids because we're in a pandemic. Once the pandemic is over, I will share the achievements of this community next year around this same period so that we can prepare for 2022 activities, because we know summer is our main activities of the year. That notwithstanding, with the positive results that we are receiving from Alberta Health, that almost 2 million plus people has been vaccinated in this province at this point, in a province of 4 million plus. So we are in a very good standing and hoping that by September of 2021, we should be getting back to what we used to know as normal. For those who are putting their hand up at this moment, I'll tell them to wait until I finish. And we will always, these are just my vision for the club, and this will be deliberated in a general assembly meeting, that people will have questions and they will be answered after I have met with my ESCO and work out full modalities of how we want to implement these visions. In December, we are going to move, in September, we are going to move to indoor if God permits, and if the vaccination stay positive, and if we continue to receive constant inflow of vaccine as we are currently receiving. We also have 1 point of birth. As former Secretary General, I can testify that we have at least 6 births pending. And we have to work in modalities. These are dues that we owe to our members. So we have to work in modalities of giving them these envelopes as soon as possible so we can catch up. We have a very vibrant population made up of young men who are very active, and every year we are celebrating new members of our community. So my suggestion with the coaches is simply that if the member agrees Any member who is involved in a bet at this point will schedule our Saturdays normal enjoyment parties that we usually have as we did last year. We'll be inviting the mother, we'll be inviting the baby, and we can do it in the field that we are playing and hand them the envelope in the field. They can bring anything of their choice. It's not obligatory. And because we already prepare for those particular activities. So we can get this upload. We have about 6 of them or more at this point. The new Secretary General, Mr. Leonard, who is currently on the phone, is going to elaborate on that as we move on. The plan is after the summer, which is our peak period, we're going to move to indoors, restriction permits. We're going to work with everybody to move back to indoors and continue to exercise ourselves, which is our fun time and the main objectives of this club. But like many of us have said, we need to see possibilities of raising funds for this club. And during one of my intercession and relaxation at home, somebody who has Day Zero at heart, I got this vision of mine, which I think it's going to be a great opportunity for Day Zero to move forward. Like I said earlier, before we started the meeting, people don't see importance, even the low amount of money we ask in this club, sometimes because they don't see the benefit they're having. So I want to bring in every match of each year. Day Zero will be celebrating women's. We'll be celebrating our women. And this will be, in my vision, a classic dress to kill party that we are going to organize in one of the best edifices of this town, because we are a social club. Our joy is to get fun in the field and get fun outside. Our families and women are sacrificing a lot to leave us each Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursdays to go exercise. So there will be one time in the year that we need to appreciate the family. So every match of each year, we'll look for a date, which we'll start working in with my new ESCO, and they're going to deliver on that next year. We'll be working on celebrating women. And some of you might be worried in the forum right now, how are we going to get the funds? I have everything planned up, which is going to be tweaked by the executive, approved by the General Assembly, and we are going to move forward from there. My vision is simply, Day Zero currently has approximately 71 members, and I'm working on 40 members. Let's say 30 members, for one reason or the other, cannot make it. So I'm working on 40 members of Day Zero. 40 members of Day Zero, we are going to look for a classic hall, because we want to serve class in this city. We want to change the dynamics. We want to make sure that we are the only community group in this country, in this particular area of this country, that encompasses every person, regardless of where you come from. We have everybody. So what we'll simply do is simple. To raise funds for this particular event, the first thing we are going to do, I just want to beg on your time. Just give me a few seconds. I'm almost concluding. I know I had like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, so I'll prepare my speech for that particular time. In that particular event, which is going to be every match, we'll select a date, which we'll have to start working from today with my ESCO. We'll trickle, we'll fix it, we'll make it best for everyone. We'll set up community with the General Assembly, and we'll see how we can move forward. What is going to happen is we are going to sell tombola tickets for $5, and we are going to. I'm suggesting that we are going to propose things like hardwares, toolbox, snow blowers, at least 3 good prices. And if the 40 Day Zero members can sell just 10 tickets each, we are getting $2,000 from there. $2,000 from there, and we are going to spend a minimum of $800 to buy gifts that will be given to the tombola tickets. And for entry, this is going to be a very classic party. Best hall in town. Let's start the maiden edition and we'll see how we move forward. My prayer is if each Day Zero member can provide, can suggest, can contribute $100. $100 simply means that you and your wife or whoever you call your partner is going to get entrance for free, and you're going to be served with a bottle of wine and a bottle of juice of your choice and a table and a meal. For anybody who has, for those who, the next step would be for $150. $150, you will be served with a bottle of whiskey, of a quality whiskey, with your wife, and you're going to get free entry into the club to celebrate your person, your partner, and whoever you call your loved one. $150 simply means that you get a bottle of whiskey and a bottle of Coke and free entry. And since we want to make it class, each Day Zero member will have the opportunity to invite only one couple. And each couple will have to pay a $50 entrance fee, and they will be responsible for their drink. Or they can as well pay the $100 or the $150 and enjoy the advantages of a Day Zero member. This is my vision for the club. And trust me, this is what is going to raise fund within us. Why, as Day Zero, we are exploiting other opportunities to raise fund within the community that we find ourselves. I want to thank you guys very much. I will be here to give you guys updates. The committee of elders is something that the executive is going to look on, and we will be contacting members behind the scene, and within a certain period, we are going to appoint members we find reputable enough to be part of that particular committee, because this is the committee that is going to give us advice. If you realize we are a very young team, we have elderly members of Day Zero, which we don't take for granted. We know these are the people that are going to guide us, see us through as we take into this very tedious and heavy task to move this club forward. The coach is going to suggest the name of the captain of the club, and we are going to announce it in the forum, and we are going to move forward. Day Zero is moving to higher heights. I want to very, very much thank my brother and friend, Imandinga, if he's around, I don't know, who has worked in tirelessly for this campaign and has made Day Zero election worth recognition by everybody, attention and recognition. My dear members, it's a new team, it's a dynamic team, it's a young team, and all of them have expressed their interest of performing to the highest level. Mr. JJ, Nelson, Leonard, CV, who for the first time, I'll be very proud to have a vice president who is a lady, who is going to help us plan the Women's Day activities. Desiree is a place to be. It's a place to bring our friends. It's a place to make change in our community. And I want to thank you guys very much. Every one of you who voted and every one of you who did not vote for me, that we are moving forward. It's a good day. At the end of the day, there's only one ship. There's only one captain in a ship. Let's move forward. Support us. Thank you, Mr. Mike. You have been tremendous, you and Asa. You guys have been exceptionally professional in your doings, and I applaud you guys. Mr. Peter Jang, I will always remain your student. I will always come to you. I will always kneel to you as I always do for your advice, for your guidance, for your protection as well. For those of us who are criticizing, we love you. You spice the club for us. Continue. We love your criticism. We love your points that you make. And we know that together we are going to build a great community. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I'm sorry for taking much of your time, but I'm happy that this message has gone through and you have something that you can judge us come summer 2021. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President. Everybody put your hands together for President President Sakwe. Thank you.
Le président, il a parlé.
Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you.
Il a bien parlé.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Next on the program, ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing president is just gonna hand over some stuff really quick to President Sakwe, and after that, we're just gonna pop the champagne and we're gonna end the program. So, if Peter Jang, if you're around, please, can you get up and hand whenever you want to hand over to the president, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, again. I want to appreciate and applaud the job you're doing. Secretary General, I have you in my heart too. At this moment, can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Chairman, can you see me?
Yeah.
On behalf of the outgoing ESCO, on behalf of the General Assembly of Day Zero, on behalf of the family of Day Zero, I want to officially hand over Day 05 to the incoming elect president, Mr. Sakwe. In this file, I'll have a rundown of what is in this file. We have official Day Zero registration documents. We have Day Zero account statements. I have letters corresponding to the city council, bearing the registration and the matriculation of Day Zero Social Club from the day of the initial registration. I have the bank card, the TD bank card, one of the cards. I'm sorry, the treasurer must have handed the other card to the new treasurer-elect. And I want to declare in front of this day, in front of the Day Zero members and ESCO present here, both old and new, that I, Peter Ajang Ebon, being the president over 6 years, I am handing over all official documents and endorsement in my keeping to Mr. Sakwe Terence as the new president. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much.
I acknowledge receipt of all the documents in this file as presented by Mr. Peter Aja. Thank you.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, it's going to be whatever you have to drink. Let's have a toast, and then after that, we're going to end the program. So, I have my beer here. I'm going to cheers. I want to thank everybody for your participation. Thank you for coming to this Zoom meeting tonight. I wish everybody well. Stay safe out there. And now we are officially going to close the meeting. You can continue to celebrate in your own locations, but at this moment, we are going to close. Thank you. Good night.
This committee is dissolved.
Good night.
Thank you, Chairman.
Yeah.
We also have to recognize the presence of the Tanja Skit to thank them for coming, and we wish them good luck in their endeavors.
Thank you. Now the committee is dissolved from today, so nobody should call us. Bye. Good night. Yeah.
We are